Welcome to Teacher versus Student, Episode 6. I am your host, Mr. Waddell, followed by...
Caden Peterson, myself.
Welcome back, everybody. We have the usual crew in the room tonight. Today is going to be a slightly shorter episode. I'm trying to cut it down to almost exactly 30 minutes. So, I had a list of things that I wanted to talk about just in case we didn't have any ideas. I'm not going to let you see them.
All right. I saw one.
These are backup, just in case.
Backup, okay.
So I heard that, Caden, you have a topic or several topics that you'd like to start us off with.
Yeah.
I hope they are fantastic. Please fire away.
All right, so the first topic I wanted to talk about is dreams.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
good topic.
Now, dreams are crazy. They can be good, but then they can be bad. Those are nightmares. God, I have some of the trippiest nightmares. Also, my dreams are crazy. Would you guys like to hear about a dream I had on Monday?
Please.
Yes.
All right, so, I went to sleep and then I woke up.
Good start.
Thank you. I know. It's a progressive start.
Yeah.
And then I was in my backyard with several people. I forgot who.
We're in the dream now.
Yeah, we're in the
Okay.
dream. We're in the dream.
Okay.
And then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I think an air earthquake happened.
What's an air earthquake?
The air started to shake.
How is that?
Is that, you mean wind?
No. It was like, so imagine an earthquake in the air. Just like you saw.
So you get like pulses of air kind
Yeah.
of punching you.
And just the air started to shake. And then
Okay.
this U shaped, like, you know what a NASCAR race car track is like? It's a big U. It was like that. But it was this giant foresty thing. It was really cool. And there was like this little path. So here's my yard right here, and there was this like path floating in the air.
And it's a NASCAR shaped track? Are NASCAR tracks oval, not
I
U's?
thought they were oval.
They're oval.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's like
You
like
know
a
a U
unit.
does not have the
I-
top on it.
I forgot.
Okay.
Bring two U's together, NASCAR track.
Yes, and there's one floating in your forest.
Yeah, it's like really high, and then so there's this like it's
And this is just the air, or is it like a footpath, like pavement?
it's
What-
like it's a footpath in the air made of gigantic dirt blocks.
Cool. That sounds awesome.
And then so I was jumping across them, but it was like break the ice. You can't step on one or else it falls. But physics were real here, and I'm thinking about these people, and I think it was like Liam and some other people, friends, and I was like, okay, so that's like a 5-foot drop, but we can't fall for the other one because that's like a 10-foot drop. We might break our legs.
With the other what?
So it's like a path leading up to this thing because this thing's hundreds of feet in the air.
What's the thing?
It's like the giant NASCAR track.
Oh, so it's
the
just a track.
NASCAR forest.
There's no thing up there. It's just the track.
No, it's like so. So I'm gonna draw it right here. So there's a little path, but hundreds of feet in the air. There's like this giant foresty thing in the shape of a NASCAR track.
Okay.
And it's full of forest and things. And it's like it's like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
It was bent. It was like
Okay.
bent it
Okay.
here. So then you're jumping across it, and we're thinking, no, wait, you won't break your legs at 10 feet. But remember, physics are real here.
mhm.
But so then it was like we're hopping across one, and then I step on one, and it drops, and I back up. But I'm okay.
Good.
And then so we finally make it there. Actually, we don't. My dream didn't cut out. I just never made it there, and things happened that I thought I knew, but it didn't actually happen. Yeah.
Do you think it meant anything? Do you guys think that dreams mean anything?
Yes.
Sometimes
All right, so wait, we haven't gotten to the exciting part.
Oh,
yet.
I thought you said okay.
Oh no. So, but like things happened, and then for some reason I knew like all the extinct animals except dinosaurs, they were there, they were alive on that thing, and I'm like, they're back. But then cavemen were on it, and I didn't know. And it was like, what was that movie? I forgot what movie it is, but the thing where this giant ship and they all jump down from the ship, and then they start like murdering people. They're like aliens or something. Well, the cavemen kind of did that. They took over my neighborhood. They all jumped down. I don't know how they survived hundreds of feet of impact, but they were old and they were big and they took over my house and they were throwing things. I tried to scare them with pots and pans. I was like, ah! And I started yelling and throwing things. They didn't care. They just threw my phone around and they destroyed my house. And then Smeagol was on there, you know.
What's a
No.
Smeagol?
You know from Lord of the Rings?
Gollum?
Gollum?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the My Precious Dude, the
Oh,
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was on there.
I'm reading that book.
He was excited. He was too excited.
He's usually too excited.
I can't. It wasn't like that. I can't say what his emotion was, but I'm just gonna say excited.
Okay.
All right, so he was trashing my house, and then he started to eat fleas off my dog. My dog doesn't have fleas, but in my dream, my dog did, and he attacked me. He was on my back. You know, like those little, you know what a backpack is, right? Of course you do. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like that.
Backpack.
A backpack.
Hmm.
It's a new thing in
No.
Europe. You know.
No, they're really progressive anyways.
I know.
I've still got my stick and bindle. Like,
Stick and bindle.
yeah, okay.
The homeless guy starter pack.
Yeah, the bandana.
Almost
The bandana. thing.
And then he was like a backpack on me. I was trying to get him off,
Mhm.
and he kept attacking me. It was bad, and nothing scared him either. I don't know why. I tried fire.
Had you just recently watched Lord of the Rings: Return of the King?
No,
Because the plot that you're talking about sounds like Return of the King.
no, they trashed my house, took over the neighborhood, world over,
Okay.
and oh, sorry.
Did I kick someone?
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, so but like he was on me, and then oh, I remember a really good dream. All right, so I'm gonna
New dream. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna finish this one up. So, just stuff happened. Smeagol attacked me, and then my dream was over, and I woke up just like normal. To
Okay.
beep. No, wait. My alarm goes. That's why I keep it at half volume ringer.
This is unnecessary.
Yeah, it so is. And then I remember. So dreams are too real to me. When I wake up, I think it's still happening.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
that's so mean.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's terrible.
Like somebody like stabs you, like not actually stabs you in the back, but like they treat you wrong, and you wake up and you're like, I hate them.
No. Because my parents live with me though.
Oh,
and-
they live with you.
Yeah.
They pay
Well, no,
rent.
yeah, because when I would dream about them and something happens, I think it's still happening,
Yeah.
no matter the situation. Think about it. Any situation, I think it's still happening. So I remember this one dream. It was a dream. My mom was in China. She was gambling with this mafia gang, and she was out of things to bet with. So she took a knife and she cut off my liver.
You're cut off your liver.
She
Just hanging off the side, or what?
she took the side of my hip right here and she put it on the table. She's like, "This is what I'm betting with."
Yeesh.
And then she lost again. And then I woke up. She came in the room. It was Saturday, and she's like, "Time to get up." And I was like, "Where is it?" She's like, "Where's one?" And I was like, "You cut off my hip." I thought it was still happening. I couldn't tell.
Ellie.
One night I was quite tired, so I went to sleep early, and apparently my dad came in and asked me if I wanted to go to the spaghetti dinner at the firehouse. I thought it was a dream, so I said no, and I wake up and they're gone, and
Super
I'm like
upset.
looking out in our house, like looking for them, and then they finally come home. I'm like, "Where were you?" They were like, "We went to the spaghetti dinner." I'm just like, "You left me."
How did you not know I was sleeping and wouldn't have made a rational decision? I would have never turned down a spaghetti dinner.
Exactly, like I don't. They know me so well. I love spaghetti, so I'm just like, "Why did you leave me?"
Judd.
Well, I don't know why, but like I can't afford an alarm clock, so I just kind of set up my phone, and I have to hide it because
Sorry, you can't afford a $10 alarm.
You can afford a $200 phone.
I would just put it on my table away. But then first I would stand up, I'd go out of my room to shut it off, then I'd go back to bed. But worse, now I subconsciously like I don't even know it. I just wake up with my phone next to me. In my sleep, I've somehow opened my drawer, dug under my clothes, and grabbed the phone. And I had the weirdest dream ever because I don't shut off the alarm. I just hit snooze and like put it next to me.
Mhm.
So I'm just having this dream. I'm just in a dark hallway, and then all of a sudden, all I'm hearing is, and it's I don't know what it is. Then I wake up and it's the ringtone.
It's very aggressive. Bella.
Can you guys control what happens in your dreams?
No.
It's called lucid
it's a
dreaming.
sometimes
It's
I
happening.
can.
It's happened.
It's
It's so great.
my
I
God.
can fly.
I had a dream like that once where I could fly, but I could only fly a foot off the ground.
But did you know there's a difference? There's a difference between like being able to control your dreams, and there's a difference between that and knowing you're in a dream. Or did you know you were dreaming?
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
happens all the time. Like I'll go to sleep, and then I'll start dreaming, and then I'll think to myself, "Oh wait, I'm dreaming. I can do anything I want." One time when I was little, I like to fly in my dreams.
Naturally.
Yeah.
But when I was little, I was flying through the sky, and then I woke up, and that day that I woke up, we went to the lake, and it's kind of like that thing that you were talking about when you still think the dream is going on.
Yeah.
And I was little, I was like maybe 4, 5, 6. But I thought that I could fly, so I ran off the deck and I was screaming, "Mommy, watch me fly!" And then I totally belly flopped onto the lake. It hurt
I'm
so
glad
bad.
there was water there.
We felt like a brick cement floor.
I
was really disappointed for the rest of the day.
Wait, so has your dream ever beat you up before?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, so I had this one dream and
Building?
no, like the dream itself beat you up. So like it did things
Like
to
it
you-
creates characters
And
that
then it-
will
and then it-
attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a dream and stuff happened, and then there was this guy, and I didn't like this guy, so I tried to punch him, and my fist went through him, and then he started to beat me up, and I couldn't touch him though.
Yeah,
And then I
no.
woke up. So a few years ago, well, I still have it in my room. It's this loft bed. You know, what a loft bed is? It's a bed and then a couch under it. I don't know how I got there, but I was hanging off the side of the loft. Like I was like my feet were stuck on like the wooden part, so I wouldn't like fall. And I was hanging. I was like, ah! I woke up yelling and hitting everywhere. It's like I was hanging. I'm like, how'd I get here?
I had
Help!
the most recent dream that I remember had Ashlyn Neeland in it, and for some reason I was dirt biking through like a big mud pit, whatever, and driving along like the highway in Monticello. Although like I knew it was the same highway in Monticello, but like Monticello and Big Lake didn't actually exist. It was just like just the road that was there, and then like riding for hours, and then suddenly randomly out in the middle of nowhere, like hours from anything, there was like a sports bar and grill or whatever. So I stopped there, and I walked in, and Ashlyn was sitting there with her aunt and uncle, and her aunt and uncle owned the burger shop. And so like I sat there, got the burger, it was really good, and then I got up and left, and I like, thanks for the burger, and then I woke up. That's the most recent dream. That's the most recent dream that I've had, where
Sounds very
Ashlyn's aunt and uncle owned a burger place, and I got a burger from there after dirt biking.
I don't think I've ever had such an ordinary dream.
Yeah.
I wish like wait, have you ever fallen off
It's like
something in
somebody's
your...
Saturday.
Yeah. Have you ever fallen off something in your dream and it hurts? You can feel it?
Yes, you
I
really
fell
feel
off a
something.
roller coaster and it hurts, and I remember
So
so
I've never felt anything from a dream.
You've
I,
never
I think I'm falling all the time.
No, I can feel pain in my back, and
Oh,
it's like,
God.
ah! I remember this
That's
one time,
terrible.
this one dream that actually made me hurt myself. So, I was at this roller coaster with this kids club thing, you know, Galaxy Kids Club at the elementary school. I was there for most of my childhood. It was not fun. I was sad. But yeah, no, not same. I was there for 8 years. Not fun. Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then I was at another daycare for another 2 years. Last year was my first summer without daycare.
How old are you?
Oh, 13. 13. Oh, yeah. It was
Why?
terrible.
What did you do? Like, what did you do to deserve?
I didn't. They just didn't trust me with the stove. I had nothing to do with it. I was.
So you were in daycare till you were 12.
Yes.
Let me just ask.
That's-
Let me just ask.
That's not normal.
How long ago did you switch out of diapers?
Probably when I was 3.
Well, that's
They tried to put me in
pretty
school
good,
in
but-
preschool when
but
I was 3.
daycare until you're 13.
Oh yeah.
Knowing you,
I
I could see you sticking some forks in outlets.
No. So they tried to put me in preschool when I was 3, but I wasn't potty trained. It was like I knew how to do everything. I knew how to read. I knew how to write. And then boom, it's in my pants. I had to wait. One more thing. Sorry, but that dream I was talking about, I was with Galaxy, and we were at this weird amusement park, and there was this creepy teenager behind us, and he worked there, and then he stabbed me in the back, and I felt it. I was like, ah, I never. And everyone like tackled him, and I woke up, and my thumb was like poking my back.
Weird.
And I was like, that's what it was. Like my thumb was like.
You fall asleep with your thumb
No,
in your
I
back.
fell asleep like this, but the dream made me put my thumb back there and poke myself really hard.
Do you think it was your brain trying to make it a knife, or do you think that was your reaction to try to pull the knife out?
No,
Your
that
hands
was the
happened to be
knife.
there.
That was the knife
Oh.
there. My hands were in the air when it happened.
I thought your hand was behind your back.
No, I mean in the dream, my hands were in the air, and the guy was like
Oh.
cutting me.
Okay. That's insane. Caden.
Okay, back to the. I have really bad sleepwalking issues,
Oh. Okay.
and when I lived in Buffalo, I got up, got dressed, went outside and started the lawnmower.
Oh my god!
And I walked down the whole entire block.
Oh, a push mower? That's way funnier.
Then there's another time where my dad used to live on a split level where like you'd have the little entrance. Then my dad so my dad slept upstairs and me and my sister had our bedrooms in the basement. I got out, I went up, my dad said I went upstairs and I got a drink of water. Then I looked at him like I was really scared. Then I smashed the water.
What? You went and got water, walked to your dad's room, stared at him, and then threw it on the ground?
No, he came out to check on me. Like, and then I looked really. He said I looked like terrified when I saw him. I was like, no, so I smashed the glass on the floor.
You're making her cry.
Then I ran away.
Wait.
Then I went into the basement. Then I ran behind the couch. My dad followed me down there. And then I jumped over the couch and ran into my bedroom.
You're like a raccoon. Darting from room to room, stealing and breaking stuff.
Yeah, but I was behind the couch. And my dad's like, Caden, are you okay? Then I jumped over the couch. Then I ran into my bedroom and jumped in my bed and hid under the covers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Speaking of sleepwalking, I think I've had like probably 2 incidents that were really bad. So I used to have really terrible like allergies. Pollen would just clog me up in a second. And my body knew it. It knew how clogged up I was. So I still had this loft bed. And I remember my dad said this is what I did. I apparently it's funny. So like I got up, I like leaned up out of the loft bed, and it's right next to the ceiling. So I'm like, what? And then I crawled out, and it's a good 6-7 feet above the ground. I threw myself. So I threw myself out of the loft bed onto the floor. I got up, grabbed the coloring box I had, went into the bathroom, turned the light on, and started shoving the crayons up my nose. Because that was my body's way of trying to clear my nose.
Wow.
I tried, and he's like, Caden, what are you? He's like, Caden, what are you doing? And I went, ah. I had a crayon on my nose, and I was crying, and I was like, ah!
That's how you get a sinus infection.
And then I wake up, I'm like, Dad, why are there crayons in front of my door? He's like, you don't remember what happened last night? And I'm like, what happened last night? And he's like, he told me the story, and I'm like, why?
Elliot.
I don't know what it is, but it kind of like sleepwalking kind of like runs in my family on my dad's side. And whenever I get like sleep in new places, like at a new hotel or something, I sleepwalk, or like sleep, or I don't know, like whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And there was this one time I was in Florida, and I stayed up till like 10 o'clock, and that was like really late for me. So I was like 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, there were 3 beds in there. My sister had the couch, and me and my mom had my own bed. So apparently one night when at that night when I was staying up really late, I had turned on Animal Planet, like really loud too. And my mom woke up and she asked me what I was doing, and I had the remote. I was sitting there like this, and she told me to turn it off, and I screamed really loud, like I woke my sister up. I turned it off and fell back to bed. I turned it off. That's what happened.
Mason.
I once had this dream, and I can still remember it and the pain that I felt from it. But I was in my front yard. My dog was with me, and my brother was with me. And out of nowhere, sky had darkened, and there was this pack of wolves just kind of running, and I was like 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember instinctively telling my brother to run for his life. My brother took off. Me and my dog were kind of there. My dog was trying to help me, and, well, He made it, but I got my leg kind of pulled at, and I can feel the pain.
Your dog was actually biting at you.
It's like a
It's like
really
paranormal
dark,
almost.
scary story.
Okay,
Wait,
and
wait. All right, so real quick, have you ever like not liked someone or something has happened where like
Several times.
and you're in the dream with them and you have the ability to knock them out? Like, so I remember I was in this dream and then I didn't like this guy and he didn't like me either, so I punched him and it felt really good because it was one of those dream punches where anything can happen. I just kind of like waved my arm at him
Yeah.
and then
it lands.
and he flew, and I was like, "Oh, you just got knocked out!" And I was so proud of myself. And then I woke up, and remember, I still thought this was real, and I'm like, "Mom, Dad, did you see it? Did you see it?" And they're like, "See what?" And I was like, "I knocked him out." And they're like, "What do you mean?" You were like, "You were there. What do you mean?" And like, it messes with me because I think, like, it's one of those situations where they've forgotten everything about you and what happened, but you still know who you are. Like, you know
Or
what I
they
mean?
were just not in the dream with you.
Yeah, but I didn't
Wait.
know that.
Never mind.
So how did they didn't forget anything. They just weren't there.
I know, but I thought they did.
Right. Okay. Tia.
So my older sister used to sleepwalk like a lot when she was younger, and one time she got all the way like her bedroom's like on the top floor, and she got like down to the main floor, falling down the stairs, not waking up, making her way like outside during winter, and my dad happened to hear the door open, and so he was walking downstairs and like saw that she wasn't in her room. And so he
Creepy.
like went downstairs and went outside and found her laying in our fire pit. What?
Gosh.
Ah.
She just wanted to be warm, okay? Carly.
Okay. So I tend to sleepwalk a lot, and so my parents have like a ceiling fan in their bedroom. So one night, like I must not have been able to sleep, so like I was like sleepwalking. I went downstairs, and I like woke my mom up staring at the ceiling fan. I was like following the ceiling fan with my eyes. I like moving with it, and my mom's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, I don't know. So I went to the bathroom. I sat on the toilet, and I didn't. I was like, just sitting there. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. I went back upstairs. Like an hour later, she said like I came back down and I was laying on the floor, and my head was going like this to the ceiling fan.
You're like a cat.
I know.
I didn't even believe it, but she just said like my eyes were just even like with it back up to my bedroom. It was really weird. I don't know.
So there was one time where I don't know if you've ever seen these toys where like some of them are Superman and some of them are airplanes and like some of them are whatever, but it's like a piece of fishing wire that you screw into your ceiling and then it has a little propeller on it, and then you like give it a quick toss and then it has enough like propulsion to keep it going in a circle. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
So I had one that was like a little airplane that had a big like ribbon on the back, and I had it going, and I was probably like 7 or so, and I fell asleep, and because there was a constant like sound and like the ripple of the ribbon behind it, and like when it's dark out, you can see the ribbon moving. Well, I had fallen asleep, and all of those things combined somehow formulated a dream that I was being circled by a bunch of witches on brooms. So I'm laying in bed, and so like the was like they're laughing, like and the like the flapping of the ribbon was like their cloak or whatever. And spinning around, like I imagine just like 3 of them like circling me, and it wasn't like when you're that young and you're dreaming, you're not like, well, witches like don't exist. Like this isn't the Wizard of Oz. You're like, there are 3 witches above me. They've got some voodoo magic, and they're gonna do something to me unless I hide under this blanket. So that's like the transition of real dreaming to like waking up and not knowing what's going on.
All right. It's almost time.
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right. So sorry, we're gonna have to save it for next time.
What?
Well, I have another thing.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Okay, DJ Khaled.
All right, so I wanted to do a new section, not like a new topic,
Like a new game.
Yeah, a new, but I want to do it once every one or two episodes.
Okay.
So I call it Internet Ready Time.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Okay.
So it's where I read things off the internet and see what people have said about them. I think you know how the Donald Trump Dr. Seuss thing went.
Okay.
So I read this one thing. Well, I'm not gonna. I could do it right now, but I remember too many things. So there was one where it said, "So you know how we found water on Mars?" And this is a Twitter thing. It was like, "So you know how we found water on Mars? What if the reason we found water on Mars is because we used to live on Mars, but we messed up really bad, and we sent 2 people to a planet called Earth, and their names were Adam and Eve."
Was this shower thoughts?
Yes. Yeah, and then someone just posted like right next to it, "You stop that."
Yeah. What if we used to be Martians?
It'd be so good. Maybe.
Mars used to be habitable before Earth was.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. But
So
not-
Mars is farther away from the sun, so it was in the Goldilocks, that green zone, while Earth was still too hot.
All right. So before I read more, I have one more thing to say. So I think I figured out why we don't have superpowers. It's because it says right over here, 80% of marriages throughout history have been to a second cousin or closer. That's disgusting.
Not back then.
That's terrible. Why so much incest? And
They didn't understand genetics.
I know, but I mean, that's why we're not better. It's because of their fault. We would have superpowers.
So if we had done like crossbreeding a lot sooner, we would have better genetic variation nowadays, you're saying?
Wait, is crossbreeding between one person who's not related to
Well,
another?
no, I mean crossbreeding meaning not incest.
Yeah. So crossbreeding mean not incest. Yeah. If we had just never done things like that, we would totally have
Okay,
superpowers.
fair enough.
All right.
Okay.
So I have new things here. So wait, boy. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Okay. So here's one. It says "Nice try, math," and it's a calculator in the shape of a game controller. Yes.
Why are you showing these?
See, I got a few laughs out of someone.
Are you just going through memes and then we just watch you go through memes and they listen to us watch you go through memes?
Wait. So there's one that says, "Simba, you're falling behind." You need to be Mufasa. But
I don't get it.
I kind of get it. What does that mean? You need to be Mufasa?
Is that like you need to be moved faster?
Alright, so
Oh, I get it.
Alright, so this kid's playing video games, and this is the parents. "Take his games away. People say they're making him violent." And then the dad goes, "I'm not taking stuff away from a violent person." Yeah, you get it. I'm not taking stuff away from a violent. Oh, and it says, "A graduate always pays their debts." And it's someone who's graduating college saying "Game of Loans." You get it. Got it.
Okay, with that fistful of memes, we're gonna end, and we'll see you next time on
That's right.
Teacher versus Student. I gotta go.